Hi lovelies, hope you're doing it really well today. Thank you for joining me. Today is another get ready with me. So let's get everything and let's start putting makeup on. Okay, so let's start with the e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. As always, we're really getting down to it. I'd say there's still a few uses. So this is Project Pan. Yeah, there's definitely a few uses in this. e.l.f. products seem to really last, don't they? The foundations and the primers like this. That's a question I was going to ask you when I really got cut off yesterday in yesterday's video. Is everyone still buying from e.l.f. considering what's happened of late with that comedian and e.l.f. not really making an apology? I do feel like most brands go through this though. I mean, look at all the tolerance we've given Jeffree Star over the years. I mean, Kyma Cosmetics as well. I've had a big backlash recently. I believe they brought out some kind of new palette. I was listening to my friend Tammy and she said they brought out a new palette. I've not seen it personally, but I'm not in the market for buying anything. And I'm certainly not looking at buying eyeshadow palettes. Right, so I'm not using this illuminator today. I normally switch them out, so I'm not using that. I'm using the New Look Glow highlighter stick. Just putting plenty on, so we do have a glow. I know you're probably thinking it's way too much. Oh, I need to put that in because that was yesterday's product. And I still haven't filled out my makeup description for yesterday. Okay. Foundation is the one I use every day. It doesn't change up. Right, I'm going to put some of this on the brush first though. Vitamin C Face Facts Facial Mist. Let's get some of this. Urban Decay Stay Naked Hydro Maniac Tinted Glow Hydrator in shade 10, Ultra Fair. It's quite the mouthful. There is so much air in this now. I feel like I'm at least halfway done with it. But why is there no windowing showing? Right, that's enough for today anyway, I think. Casper is in the house. Got a bit of a story time to tell you. It's not too long, but my sister ordered my Christmas present. 2 items from Boots, and it got delivered this morning. And she was in the kitchen feeding Luna, our lovable border collie, which I'm going to put around here somewhere or at the end of the video. If you've been following me enough, you'll know. But yeah, she was feeding her and she didn't hear the door go. Obviously, Luna didn't either. And Luna's got really good hearing. She's more interested in her food. Anyway, the window was open, which really she shouldn't be leaving her windows open while she's in the kitchen and can't hear anything. So I need to talk to her about that tomorrow when I visit her. But the postman put it through the window, the parcel that is, and it dropped on the floor. So she had to open the package, which I was going to open tomorrow and just check it. Just check that there was no damage to it, because sometimes damage can come from the warehouse. But now I'm more worried that damage is coming from the actual, that the postman has dropped something on the floor. But apparently he shouted something as well when you know, we delivered it. And it's like, my goodness, they should not be allowed to do that. So that's the story. So I said to her, I said, it's all right. I said, I will check the package tomorrow. Because she probably didn't want to open one of the things. Open the box of it. Just purely because, you know, it's for me. It's my gift for Christmas. And she didn't even want me seeing it intentionally. I said, I'll need to see it. I said, because we need to make sure that it's okay. And she's like, okay. And I was saying to my mum, if she doesn't want me seeing it, then I'm just going to have to buy it. So I need to know that that package is okay. I don't think I'm a lover of these two necklaces together. Like when I'm wearing a jumper, I can just hide this one and wear this one out and vice versa. I've even made it into a choker. Right, okay, I've taken it off. I took it off in the bathroom and I noticed my foundation was streaky. It's probably because of this brush. This brush is now ready to be washed. There's lots of foundation in it. It's pretty gross. So I will put that with the brushes. I said I was going to do that yesterday. Yeah, so I've made this one a little bit shorter, more like choker style, which I like a little bit better, in all honesty. Shall we put a bit more face wax on? Get a bit of a glow on the cheeks happening. Okay, now let's get some concealer on. I think to put the concealer on, normally I just go in with my fingers. So it's the Glossier Stretch Concealer in G12. I think though, since I need to wash that brush anyway, we'll go in with the clean side of the brush. And just do that, and then we'll blend out with the fingers. Okay, and then spoolie. For the brows. So I said I wasn't doing a video today. What I meant is I'm not doing a video on Thursday. I'm getting my days all mixed up because I'm going to my sister's tomorrow. Right, so NYX the brow glue, it looks like that. We all know. I'm really getting to the end of this as well. I really need to do my Bath and Body Care empties. I think I'll be doing that soon. Hair care will probably be done soon as well, but that will be done on my other channel. That's down in the description. I'd really love it if you went over and watched. So that's the brows on. Then we're going to do some powder under the eyes. Oh, the dogs are barking outside. They've actually stopped barking at me when I walk past. They must be getting used to me now. Okay, so it's a She Glam Insta Ready powder. So the pressed powder is always for the under eyes, and then the other powder that comes with it, I think, is for the rest of your face. But not a lot of people tend to use pink powder all over the face. I don't think you can see it. I don't think it changes the way my makeup looks, but I am very, very cool toned. If you had a darker skin tone, then you probably would be able to see it. Not 100% sure, but probably. Yeah, it looks so much better than this eye. I'm not going in with the loose powder today. I'm just using the pressed. Just like in the T-zone area. I mean, even it's made my lines up here very blurred. What does it claim to do? Insta Ready, Facing Under Eye Setting Powder Duo. Doesn't, well, on that, there's no kind of saying it's blur, and it just says it's Insta Ready. Maybe I should go onto She Glam and just read the description, because that looks blurring, the lines look blurring, and I don't have a filter on the phone or anything like that, so it's not down to that. Right, contour. Right, so as usual, we're going to go in with the Contour Sephora stick, or the Sephora contour stick. I've been using this all month. Must be getting to now 4 weeks where we've had this Shop My Stash products in. But I said I'm going to keep this one in, purely because it's nearly all gone, guys. I am so proud of myself. I mean, I didn't think it'd be gone already. I don't know when I bought that. I need to figure out when I bought it and how long it's lasted, because I don't use it all the time. I think I'm going to go in with this. This is supposed to be a contour brush. I don't use it all the time. If I used it all the time, it wouldn't last as long, would it not? I'm sure I got this brush from Primark. I've not used it in a long time. Just trying to establish, if they've got one, do I buy another one? Probably not, because I don't need it. Put a bit there. Right, so I've gone back to my old phone the last couple of days. I just wasn't getting the quality on the new phone that I brought in, which is not great. I mean, I didn't pay an awful lot for it, but I bought it to film. I mean, it does the job, but my videos aren't HD. Like, it will do SD and HD, whereas a new camera will only do SD, which is fine. If I can make the quality better for you guys, then I'm going to make the quality better. And then probably June next year, I'm allowed to upgrade to a new phone in October, but June of next year, I think I'm going to get an iPhone 15. Stick to what you know. Don't go with Android if you don't like Android. It was a stupid mistake on my part. Right, I'm going to get a clip. Okay, let's put one of these in. Bronzer. So I'm using the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit in Universe at the moment for bronzer. I've been using it for blush as well, but just not every single time. So I'm going to go in with this bronzer here. I'll use this little powder brush. Yeah, next time I shop my stash, what I'm going to do is we're going to get the planner out and we're going to basically tally things so that when I do the next shop my stash, we can talk about how much I use these products. I do want to do cream blusher today as well, so I'm trying to figure out in my head what blush we can use. Yeah, I just want to track the products that I'm using and how many times I'm using them, because I'm not doing that, and it's a good way to know how many times you're gravitating towards certain products. Maybe we can use the Dior one, and then I can use the Dior Project Pan blush as well. Get some more use out of that. They're not exactly the same colour. This one's Rosewood and that one's, the powder is Petal. Let me get my blush brush. Oh, it's here. Tend to use this one. Right, so let me just make sure that's clean before I put that on my face, because I use it with all different cream blushers. Yeah, nothing's coming off. So I tend to do one cheek at a time. Don't put much on at all. Especially when I'm going over the top with the powder. I think it might need a bit more. I'm wiping it away. Okay. Get a bit more in there. I say I don't use a lot, but today we're tending to use a bit more than normal. Yeah, this is the only shade from the Dior blushes I've got, and is the only shade I will get. And that's because it's not that I can't stand the scent. It's just because, yeah, it's not really for me. Looks really, really dry on my nose. I'll have to get an exfoliator. I'm sure I've got one though in the bathroom. Right, and for powder, we're going to go in with a Dior Rosy Glow in the shade Petal. This blush is so old. I tend to stick around this area. So let me get my blush brush. Okay. I'd love to hit pan on this. I definitely need to use it more than I'm using it. So we're done with that as well, because I'm not using highlighters from there. I think I'll use, because I've not used it in a couple of days, I think I'll use the Shop Missy Pawpaw in Brunch Day. Let's go in with this. This was the only highlighter I brought in. And that's the reason why I thought I was going to declutter it. I'm not. It's really nice. And guys, if you want to build your kit up, and you live in the US especially, I would recommend shopping at Shop Missy. They do some lovely things. I wasn't keen on the eyeshadow palette though my friend sent to me. I think I gave that to my mum. But I've got a bronzer, I've got a couple of blushes, I've got that highlighter, and I like them all. I'm sure I did a Shop Missy video when I got all the things. If I can find it, I will add it into the description. And you can go and check it out, because people are always asking me, you know, to see more kind of drugstore videos. Right, finishing powder. So at the moment I am using the Huda Beauty Glowish Project Pan. I'm doing really, really well with it. Okay, so that's that. Then we'll do some Dalba First Spray Serum Setting Spray. looks like this. Whoo! And it brings back the glowiness to your skin. It's really, really nice. I just don't like the scent of it, and I've said that for as long as I've had it. Right, I've just put my eyeshadow base on. It's this one, Juvia's Place Eye Prep Eye Prime Eyeshadow Base, and it's in shade 1. So that's gone on. So we're done with all this now. So let's put this over here and get what we need out of here. Right. So then, I always go in with this shade here from the Revolution Contour Palette in the shade Fair. So we need to get a brush for that. And just make sure this goes all over every bit of the eyeshadow base. Like so. Just stuck my finger in something. Okay, so now is the time to do another look with this. It's so, so pretty. And again, this is what she looks like. So today I want to make MJ the main focus of the eyes. There's lots of browns in here. Maybe I will start off with Sharing Space first. But I can't make it too brown tone because that's a green. Well, we could. There's nothing saying you can't do anything when you're playing with makeup. I want to just make sure there's no colour on these brushes. Actually, we'll use this brush. The one that I lost a few days ago and I managed to find it. So this is the Spectrum 810. No, B10, sorry. So we're going to go in with Sharing Space first. And it's a very cool tone, grey-brown, I would say. Yeah, we'll try and stay central. I've been having troubles with that lately. Could do with a mirror behind me. Finding a way to get a mirror so I can look there. My eyesight's not the best, guys. Right, so that doesn't really show up, but it's more of a transition than anything else. Then we're going to deepen it out, so we're going to go into Naive Melody. A lot of these shades I've already used this week. So you might be thinking, yeah, we've already seen you use these mattes. Yeah, you have. Like, you saw me use this Naive Melody yesterday. I packed it all the way into the lid. So I'm not gonna use that all the way in to the inner corner. Sounds like it's raining outside. Flick that out a bit. So that's what we're looking like. And I probably need to go in with this brush. No extra product on it though. Just want to blend it out a bit. Right, take the colour off and then we're going to go in even darker. Feet on the ground, this one here. Start off here. I think we're going to get another really grungy look. Flick that out a bit. And tomorrow is the last look. No, not tomorrow, Friday. Because I said that I wasn't doing makeup tomorrow. I don't think I am. But even if I did do makeup tomorrow, you wouldn't see it tomorrow. I don't put them up daily anymore. It's like every 2 days. Just so you get the chance to watch the one from 2 days prior if you want to. I do have my autumn fall eyeshadow collection up, so I'm either going to put that in the cards or I will put it in the description, or maybe even both if you want to go and check that out. I do feel like I need to blend this out a bit. Yeah, it's definitely raining outside. Can hear it. Every time I put makeup on and every time I have to go to my mum's it rains. Hopefully it will calm down for the time that I need to go there. Right, I think I'm going to leave this. I will use it. Girlfriend is better. I feel like I'm using all the same mattes as I did yesterday. That could potentially be the case, I'm not too sure. But now we need to put glitter primer on. Right, so I'm just going to use the Technique glitter primer. It's a very old glitter primer. That's the thing with these glitter primers. How many times can you say it? I know. That's the thing though. They last not a lifetime, but they last a long time. The only glitter primer I've heard there's problems with is the NYX one. The NYX one I've heard, I'll show you in a minute. I've heard it breaks really easy. And when I say it breaks really easy, hang on, let me wipe my fingers off. What I mean is this part of the glitter primer comes off like here. What people tend to do is put it in a little tub and then it dries out. So that's no fun, is it? But yeah, I tend to get either the Technique one or the W7 one. The W7 Sparkle Slay or Sparkle Stay. I think it's Sparkle Stay. I love that. That's my holy grail. I got this. I couldn't get the W7 Sparkle Stay, so I got this instead. It's okay. It's just not my favourite. Right, now I want to go in with the 3-inner 123, the 24-hour automatic eye pencil in 272. This is what we used yesterday. So, while the primer is getting tacky, I'm going to use this. Oh, my left eye's watering like crazy. Stop. Darn eye. My goodness, I never knew it had a smudger too. Not that I'm too bothered about the smudger. Where's the top? The top for the smudge is falling on the floor somewhere, so I'll have to retrieve that. I'll see if I can find it now. No, I don't know where that is. I'm sure I'll find it, but it doesn't matter anyway, because I'll just store it like that. So the smudgy won't get all dirty. Anyway, let's go into MJ. This one. This one's pretty smooth, but look at that. Look how nice it is. And I thought I could use that because of the top I'm wearing. Still a bit tacky, the glue. It's not as flaky as the other shades I've used this week. Still flaky, but not as flaky. Right, we'll leave it like that for a minute, but I feel like some more needs going on that eye. These eyeshadows are so like ethereal. That's what I feel like they're like. They're just so pretty. But yeah, I've decided I'm not going to bring another Ensley Reign palette into my collection. In my opinion, you can get better indie eyeshadows. Unless they bring out a colour story that you just can't get anywhere else, then I'd probably think about it. But I'm just trying to think what other shade I could do with this that I've not already used. Let's see. Now, I've used Head in the Sky, but I think that would go so nicely. Let's put a bit of Head in the Sky on. Maybe just at the front here. You can't even see it. No, you can't see it. You can on this side though. Right, and then in a corner, I always use the shade Lucid Shine. So we're going to use one of those split shades today. I'm going to try and use a different brush though. Right, so for inner corner, that's got purple in it. That's really not going to go. So I guess we're using this again. It's got more of an orange base. And I've been using that. This is the third time I would have used that this week. And the more purple leaning one, I've only used once. Why is there a hair there? Let's see what this looks like. This one's really flaky. Ooh, look at that though. Which is not really showing up like I want it to. Great, I'm going to be wearing my raincoat when I go and see my mum. Surely the dogs aren't out in this weather. I can hear them barking. If those dogs are out, shame on the owners. Oh, that looks pretty now. I feel like I need to blend though, so I'm going to just blend a little bit with this brush. And I feel like I need to get just a tiny bit more of that first shade on, MJ, all over the eye. Just because when I put it on originally, the glitter hadn't really dried like it should. Or the glitter primer, should I say. I do feel like you need a glitter primer with these eyeshadows. That's just my opinion. What I would say is you do you. Obviously, I'm wearing glitter primer every single time I use eyeshadows. And I wouldn't even attempt to apply this eyeshadow without a glitter primer. Right, now I'm going to try and line the upper eyelid with Girlfriend is Better, the one we used yesterday. Literally, I think all we've done is change the shimmer. Not 100% sure on that, but I think that's the case. That's fine. There's a lot of fallout down here. Okay, let's wipe that brush off. I'm going to go back in with the Revolution contour palette, just that powder shade there. So that's that done. I keep digging my fingers into like the highlighter shade. I'm surprised there's even any highlighter left. Every time I'm trying to get the plastic thing off. Look, can you see? I've not even used this. Can you see all the dents in it? And same here. Just put it like that back. So that's the eye look. Let's do some mascara. I'm going to go in with the number 17 Bigger Better Lash Mascara. Really, really like this one. In fact, I'm even coming to like the Essence False Lash Mascara. And we're just going to have to do a gloss today because I've not eaten yet, so not had my dinner yet, so I need to make something once this is done, and then I'll go to my mum's. I've got to admit though, this shade here, all across the lid, I thought it would have been more impactful. I mean, it's still pretty nice. Right, I think I'm just going to use this Kylie lip gloss. I mean, it just looks like Your Lips But Better. It's not as pink as that on the lips. So I think it will go with the look. So this one is called Daddy's Girl. Can you see there's absolutely no pigment to it really? So yeah, that's what that one looks like. This is the overall look, guys. There's lots of sparkle going on, which is definitely my kind of thing. Yeah, I really, really like it. So tomorrow, like I said to you in yesterday's video, tomorrow I want to do more of a neutral shade. I think I want to do Glimmer in Time, this one up here, and maybe Endless Light, because those are very, very similar shades, aren't they? And I could even do another one with these two, Home and Eyes That Light Up, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it at, I think tomorrow will be 5 looks. I'm going to leave it at 5 looks. I've used it before. I can, if you go to my live stream, you'll be able to see all the looks that I created. But I did a lot of looks with this palette when I first got it. So I don't really need to repeat the looks. I don't even know if I am repeating the looks. I don't know how I did those looks to begin with. What eyeshadows I used together. So unless I went and looked at my own live streams, which I'm not going to do because they're like an hour and a half, some of them. Maybe even longer. This is today's look. Anyway, hope you like it. Let me know what you think of this palette if you've got it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share and comment, guys, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye for now.